album done. October's here.
Jam of the Week first.
Ooh.
August. That was nigga.
Wait, Jam of the Week and New Joint of the Day.
And New Joint of the Day.
So, what was that? How much of the needle was moved when you had Jam of the Week and New Joint of the Day?
That was everything. Jam of the Week was like, all right, March. Go down the timeline. March.
Mix.
March
single debut.
Got fucked up, right? Did the mixtape in like a month, dropped it by May, I believe. Then That's the Business was added.
Got it.
June 25th. So that's the sequence. So
it was doing good.
Doing good. It added. I think it was doing like 35 spins a week at that time.
That's dope.
It was going good, which is like 35 spins 5 times a day. It was going good. and then because of the mixtape, That's the Business got up to like I think number 2 at KML, and then because of the mixtape, Northern Cali emerged from the mixtape.
Yeah. And
Northern Cali at one point in July, Northern Cali was number 6, and That's the Business was number 2. I was the only artist in the back. I was over 40. I was the only artist that had 2 top 10 songs at the same time.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was going crazy.
Wow.
It was like, and it was because of the mixtape. And of course, Cameo was on it, but it was like it was.
I mean,
the buzz was.
They for sure were allies at that time.
Yeah.
But that was a good song though.
Yeah.
It was a unique ass song. It was a good song. It stood out, and I feel like that was more of a representation of where you were going. Then it was more than That's the Business.
Oh, 100%. That's the Business was like a beat that I wouldn't have normally rapped on, even though EA Ski is a super producer. I wouldn't have done it.
An incredible beat, but
and that's why I try to put so much gangster shit on top of that dope ass beat, but it just wasn't the chemistry.
Yeah.
But Northern Cali was like that was it. That was me all the way. That was my producer. He understood me. He took me somewhere that I was ready to go.
Yeah. So video shoot was when? Because
June 12th, 13th, and 14th.
Oh, so it got added video.
It got added after the video was shot, but they hadn't seen the video yet.
Okay.
So it got added June 25th. We executed the video because it was picking up so much steam.
Got it.
You know what I mean? So we ended up getting a budget from Koch. I remember we flew out to Koch maybe 2 weeks prior, and they was like, "Let's go, let's do it," and they gave us a budget for it, and then we shot it, and then we took it back out there and showed it to them, and they went nuts, and that's how Jam of the Week and all that shit happened, because they wasn't expecting that. They was completely expecting some regular rinky-dink shit. Chuck was like, "Nah, nigga, we are shooting on 35mm film, super 35mm film." Like, I don't even know what the fuck that is, bro, but let's go.
This before digital cameras.
Yes.
This is why we shot our first video on film.
Exactly. And I was expecting like a little cool little video set. Nah, nigga, I come downstairs.
It was a fucking film set.
Nigga, it was pandemonium. It was 500 people outside. It was crazy. It looked like some huge shit. So that was an amazing
Who was making all the
experience.
calls to get people outside?
That was Chuck. Chuck was because Chuck had something to prove too.
Yeah.
Right, like Chuck, like I had something to prove, of course, but Chuck had a lot to prove, and he had a harder challenge because he had to break me, an unknown artist, basically compared to. And Quinn and them was smoking shit at that time. They was over at SMC. Your boy dropped Rookie of the Year. Quinn was getting ready to drop Hell Yeah. They was smoking, like, you know what I mean. So Chuck had a lot to prove, so he stepped up and got a lot of shit popping. You know what I'm saying? And then I also think too, like, because of the mixtape buzz and That's the Business, they just kind of it was the new thing in the city at that point. So niggas pulled up.
Yeah.
And it didn't hurt that we had like 300 That's the Business t-shirts and street cred rags. It was crazy. Niggas was like, nigga, we got merch. We doing. It was like, it was ridiculous, bro. It was ridiculous.
Show to the Koch went nuts. They went to MTV Jams.
Yeah.
And they landed you Jam of the Week.
And I didn't think it was possible they did, though. I thought, like, hell no. At that point, it was no unknown artist having it. And it was the only artist that had it at that point was E40 from the Bay. Nobody had it. So I'm like, ain't no way. I was like, Chuck, you think we can get it? He was like, I don't know.
And for like, those who, because everybody watch videos on YouTube now, so ain't nobody watching videos on TV. But during that time, MTV Jams, Jam of the Week was, video played every hour
bro,
for 7 days straight. That was like the pinnacle and the most coveted slot ever.
For hip hop, there wasn't a bigger anything than that at that time.
It was, to me, it was bigger than New Joint of the Day, which you also got.
Yeah, absolutely. And I got that because of Jam of the Week.
I got
you know what I'm saying? So it kind of hit a plateau where it was like, okay, cool. Like we did dumb. That's the Business video. If it was YouTube numbers,
YouTube didn't even exist at that time.
It was like 100 million. Like compared to the exposure that's the Business got on TV,
the impressions,
it would have been like 100 million on YouTube.
And shit.
Yeah, it would have been like 100 million on fucking YouTube, right? And then
because they got so many different looks,
and that was my first experience of finding out how the big leagues work. Like I'm like, all right, cool. Like we had the date. It was August 7th was Jam of the Week. August 7th to the 14th. I'm like, cool. Like nigga, we finna be. You know what I mean? I couldn't enjoy it. I saw it premiere that night. It came on at 3 a.m. our time, 6 a.m. New York time. Yeah. And then later on that day, I was on the road. I didn't watch it. I didn't see it at all. I seen it when it premiered, and I didn't catch it again.
You couldn't even pull up YouTube.
No, not at all. Koch sent us on the road. It was me, Chuck, John Costin, in one promo, and Danielle. It was just 4 of us. And we was I found out about Visalia, California, Baker. You know, I knew Bakersfield, but we went from here to Southern Cali all the way up to like Eureka area, Vegas, and we was just promoting the song, promoting the video. It was Jam of the Week, everything. We was on fire, bro. Like I'll go every time I went to a radio station, I'll log into my MySpace. We get on the radio, we talk about the whole Jam of the Week process. My MySpace is just blowing up. People all up in the direct messages. Messages. Like I'm watching your video right now. I was like, this shit crazy, bro. It was going up
on your wall.
Yeah, it was going up. So I didn't get to enjoy watching it 24 times a day, but I felt the impact for sure. It changed everything.